Hi everyone, Ula here. In today's video, I want to talk to you about what is up with this constant and insatiable need for reassurance. And if you are in a relationship and you are constantly asking your partner, is everything okay? Are you upset with me? Have I done something wrong? Have you cheated on me? Who's that person? I don't trust you. I don't know if you're in love with me anymore. Is everything okay? Are you breaking up with me? If you've ever asked them any of these questions and asked them that on repeat, then it probably sounds to me like you are anxiously attached. So what does that even mean? Well, all of this reassurance, all of these questions that you are asking your partner, you're asking it because you don't feel confident in the response. You don't feel confident that the relationship is safe. You don't feel confident that there is no risk to the relationship. And when you are anxiously attached, your system is constantly looking for signs that there are problems in the relationship. And that can be something as simple as your partner comes home and they're really tired and then they just don't respond to you in the same way they normally did. Or maybe your partner has gone out for a night for drinks with their friends and you don't trust that they haven't gone out and found a new partner or found someone else and fallen in love. You always interpret any stimulus, anything that happens in the relationship in the worst way possible. So what I want to say is basically that this has nothing to do with what your partner does, how they react, whether they actually did cheat on you, whether they actually are upset with you, and it has everything to do with the thoughts and beliefs that you tell yourself about the situation. And when we look at these beliefs, when we look at what is going on repeatedly and causing us to feel this way, we really start to notice a pattern, and it's really, really easy to identify because it's the same thing every time. If you have a need for reassurance and it's constant and you just can't get enough of it, then there is a thought and there's a pattern and there's a belief behind that, which is saying this relationship isn't safe, this person's going to leave me eventually, I'm not good enough and this person never loved me anyway because I'm unlovable, I'm unworthy, I'm just not good enough for this person, they're so amazing and I just will never live up to them. And then if I can't live up to them, then they're going to find someone better than me, they're going to replace me. And that belief has to have come from somewhere. You don't form a belief like that without any reason. So once you identify what the belief is, So in order to do that, you need to, of course, pay attention to what's going on in your head when you ask for this reassurance. Pay attention. What are the thoughts leading up to you asking for this reassurance, during and after? And you'll identify the pattern. And once you identify the pattern, you identify the belief, you find where that belief has come from. So when was the first time that I felt that someone was going to replace me because I'm not good enough for them? Okay, so maybe that happened in my previous relationship. Maybe it happened a few relationships before that. Maybe it happened when I was in high school, and maybe it happened when I was a little kid. And once you go back to the earliest time that you felt that way, find what caused that belief. So the earliest time I felt that way was when I didn't do good in my school play and my parents chose my sister over me and they said that she was amazing, but that I was just okay. And then I felt that they didn't love me anymore. Well, okay, that could have been seriously painful for you as a child, but when you look at it with an adult mind, that's not really what it meant. It meant that they were happy with both of you, but she did a really good job in that situation and you didn't. But you associated that with your worthiness, your lovability, with how much they loved you as a person, which wasn't the case. So when you find whatever that situation is, you can reframe that belief. So I am worthy of love. There are people out there who love me for me. Maybe they just don't show it that way, but I'm going to find someone who does show it in the way that I like it. And once you start to reframe that belief and you recognize that all of these signals that are out there that you've previously been interpreting in the worst case scenario. So if your partner stays out longer when they go out with their friends, that they're cheating on you, or if your partner in the same way gets home late and they're tired and you assume that they are angry and upset with you, you'll be able to interpret those scenarios in a better way. You'll be able to look at them in the most likely scenario, not in the worst case scenario. And once you stop looking for the worst case scenario, you won't be constantly seeking that validation, because you will know and you will trust that, well, usually when my partner comes home and they don't talk to me as much as they would, usually it means they're tired. Maybe they had a big day at work. Maybe they had some bad news today and they just need some time to process that before they share it with me. Could mean a million other things. And you won't just go to the worst case scenario and just assume that it's something you've done, that you are bad, that you are wrong, that they don't love you anymore, that they've found someone else. That's not going to be the first thing in your mind anymore. But if we don't address the belief, you can see how by continually seeking reassurance and knowing that if you're that partner and you continually reassure them, I am not cheating on you, I love you, you haven't done anything wrong. If you have to constantly prove that to them, then that can be extremely draining for the other person, for the non-anxious person, because they are putting in so much effort to make you feel reassured, so much effort to make you feel comfortable, and they feel that it's a bit futile because it's never ever enough for you. So if you do continue to keep this pattern going, continue to ask for reassurance, even though you've got plenty, it can really put a strain on the relationship. It can make this person feel that you don't trust them, and it can really erode at the relationship, at the foundations, because it breaks trust, it pushes people away, and it makes them feel that what they do isn't valued, because no matter how much they give to you, you still don't trust them. So that will continue to erode the relationship. It can lead to relationship breakdown. And if you're watching this video, you probably know that this has led to breakdowns in your relationship before. So if you don't do anything, you can be sure that this is going to continue to cause more problems for you. So you need to really address the core belief that is making you chase this reassurance. And once you do, you will see a drastic improvement in your relationship, and your partner will see it too. They will notice the difference, and they will feel so much more valued and so much more cherished in this relationship, because they won't be having to constantly prove themselves, spending so much energy to prove something so basic that they actually love you, and they can actually use that energy in something else, spending more time with you, going out on nice dates and experiences, or even just having nice conversations and really having conversations about your day, getting to know you, how are you feeling, all these things that they were not able to do with you before because you are constantly keeping them on edge, constantly checking in, constantly questioning and seeking that reassurance. But once all of those things are gone, your relationship will really grow. You'll be able to appreciate the relationship for what it is, appreciate your partner for who they are and what they bring to the table, and really feel comfortable, safe, and secure in that relationship. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you liked it, please give it a like, please share it with someone you know, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the button below to subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.